Hello, welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy. Happy 2023. Happy New Year. I'm here for my first official book tag of 2023, and I will be doing the New Year Booktuber Tag that Jessen from Jessen Reads Romance created. So let's just get into it. It's been a little bit since I've done a book tag, and I love doing them. But let's just go right into it. What are you most excited about for 2023? Nervous and excitement. I should hopefully be moving into my new place, and I have a really good lead on an apartment, so I will be able to live alone again finally and not have to get roommates. It's still kind of up in the air. Nothing is official yet, but I'm like nervous, but I know if I get the place that I really want and I'm able to kind of move in and get things set up, I'm excited to just kind of settle in and get back into like my normal habits and my normal routines. Book-wise, there's a lot of good books that I'm very excited for. I'm excited for all the new books and the new authors that I'm going to pick up in 2023. I'm also excited to see who are like debut authors in 2023 and finding some new gems and finding some new authors who are just starting to dip their toe in the literary world. And I feel like I always start every new year with such like hope and excitement and happiness for what's to come and what new experiences and what new books I'll get to read. But I feel like most people, I lose that excitement pretty early on. Not that I'm not still excited. It's just not as overbearingly like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, number 2, do you have a Goodreads challenge goal and why that number? I have been setting a Goodreads challenge goal. I usually start at 100. My reading has definitely slowed down in 2022. I may or may not hit 200 books. I'm pretty close to it. I haven't quite looked at my stats yet, but I have some web novels that have been since rebound into ebooks, so now I can get like actual stat data for them, so I need to get them input into my spreadsheet. So I'm really close to 200, but I usually set it at 100, and depending on how early it is in the year, and then I'll either add another 100 or I'll add another 50, because you can change it at any time. So like this year I only changed it to 150 because I didn't hit 100 till like July or August, and that's super late for me. So I think this past year, so I will start it at 100 like always. 3 5-star predictions. So number 3 is list 3 5-star predictions. Grim and Barrett by Juliet Cross, the final book in the Stay a Spell series. I'm trying to think of new books that are coming out that I probably will like. Never Seduce a Duke. I think Never Seduce a Duke. Let me look at my February. It's the most recent or the newest book for Vivian Lorette's Mating Habits of Scoundrels. Yes, Never Seduce a Duke. I'm super excited. I believe this is Meg's book. I think it's Meg. I forgot to look up her name, but I'm very, very excited for this. This is one of my favorite historical authors, and this is one of my favorites of her series that I read. Other books I'm super a 5-star prediction. I'm gonna say the 3rd book in Megan Van Dyke's reimagined fairy tale series. These are fantasy romance fairy tale retellings. And let me I don't have a cover for it yet. And let me see, coming 2023. I saved an image of the graphic. So book 3 is going to be the Alice Curse. And so these are like the little blurbs and the little Instagram thing that she put up. Alice in Wonderland retelling has shifters, political intrigue, there's only one horse, steamy, pining longing, I shouldn't want you but I do, cinnamon roll hero, curses, and let's run away together. And since I'm talking about her, I might as well throw in book 4 is also coming potentially in Q4 of 2023, and that's The Musician and the Monster. She just announced what book 4 is going to be. And this is going to be Beauty and the Beast retelling with monsters, family bombs, gothic vibes, slow burn to steamy, so much pining, music is magical, snowy winter setting, bonding in the library, and opera house and society parties. I'm very, very, very excited. She's also starting a new series. And the reason why I'm excited for debut authors in 2023 is because Megan Van Dyke is a debut author. She debuted early 2022, and I have become obsessed with her book since. Okay, let's move on. What genre, subgenre, or trope do you want to read more of? I'm going to go with paranormal and sci-fi romance. I love both of those subgenres a lot, but as I was approaching the end of 2022, I like to do brackets, like, to figure out my favorites. And the previous year I had combined fantasy, paranormal, and sci-fi into one bracket, and so for 2022 I was planning and hoping to read enough that I could separate those 3 out, because it's really hard when I'm picking between my favorite sci-fi book and my favorite fantasy book, because they just both are my absolute favorite in that series, but it's hard to pit them against each other. But I didn't quite read as much paranormal or sci-fi as I have in the past, or that I was really hoping to fill out my brackets. So it was a little bit of a struggle to kind of finagle how to work those out. So I want to definitely try to at least read enough of both of those to fill up my bracket when we get to the end of 2023. What trope do you think will be the most popular in 2023? I know a lot of people are saying cowboys because of Elsie Silver. And kind of along the lines of that, I think sports romance, will kind of make another big surge. But I think different, because like we get our hockey and football, I feel like are the 2 big popular ones. But I can see a surge of more unique or less popular sports romances. So like the equestrian sports, swimming, other things like that. I feel like we're gonna get another big swing of sports romances. Who knows? What do I know? I'm not a trend guesser or whatever they call them. But what I would like to also see with cowboys and westerns becoming popular, I would like to see more western historical romances. Name 3 bookish goals for the year. Well, number 1 is to read at least 1 in each of my 5 main subgenres for my brackets at the end of the year. So that is contemporary, fantasy, historical, paranormal, and sci-fi. So at least one of those a month, preferably at least one of those a month that is 4 stars or more, because I try to keep my favorite brackets to 4 stars or more. Obviously, this past year, I had to finagle that a little bit. Another bookish goal. I have a couple series that I've been wanting to really reread and delve back into, and that is J.A. Aiken's Dragonkin series, and I actually finally just restarted my reread of Jill Shalvis's Lucky Harbor series. Those are 2 series that when I really just changed to only reading romance were 2 big proponents of first of all, my love of paranormal and fantasy romance, but oddly enough, my love of contemporary romance, which then went away and now has come back full force. So I want to get through my rereads of those. And another bookish goal, I want to finish Immortals After Dark. I've read the first 2 books, maybe 3 books, and then the prequel-ish novella. I want to get caught up in Immortals After Dark, for sure. Alright, so we're going to do that. Name 3 personal goals for the year. So 1, I'm going to try doing a reading journal. I'm going to do a digital one that I'm kind of in the middle of creating right now. So I'm hoping to really be able to start that and keep up with it, because I really enjoy all of my different notes and notebooks and things like that, and I want to try to condense them all into one. So I'm really hoping to implement using one reading journal and then just having my one planner, so I can kind of consolidate things a little bit. Another personal goal, I don't know. I think I'd like to save more. I do have a little bit of a savings nest going on, but I definitely would like to contribute more to that. Or either that or put the money I would put to that little savings nest to starting a retirement account and getting set up for that. I work for a small business, so that's not really something that's normally offered like in big corporate situations. So I have to set it up on myself, and as I'm in my early 30s now, I definitely should set up a retirement account. So I would like to take steps to start working on that. And then the other one is, I have had an idea percolating and kind of going for a while for my own little mini business. I want to start out doing specifically wax melts. I might move into candles. I personally prefer wax melts because it's flameless and you can switch scents easier. You can mix different melts, and I feel like wax melts are a lot more user friendly and more pinpointed to what you want in that moment versus candles. So once I can get my new place and get my stuff set up, I definitely would like to take more concrete steps in figuring out how I want to run things and how I want to do things, because it's all just ideas and notes and written downs and semi-created labels and things like that. But I would like to kind of fruitfully move forward with that. What do you want to leave behind in 2022? I think one thing is my nervousness about being more vocal and communicative in the book community. I'm not very good at marketing my videos or marketing myself and being the one to reach out in the community. So I definitely would like to leave behind that timidness and that doubt and nervousness and put myself out there a little bit more and put my channel out there a little bit more. So yeah, I'd like to do that. And that is all I have. I'm excited to have the first tag done for 2023. I want to try to do one a month, but we'll see what happens. But thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to do this tag yourself, all of the questions will be linked down below, as well as Jessen's channel and her original video. If you'd like to leave me an emoji, leave me something sparkly or fireworksy for the New Year's. But otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will see you all very soon.